Hello and welcome back to Mead Gaming. I'm ashamed to say we have been away for quite some time now.
Yeah.
But we are back. We are here. This is going to be a very short form video just to sort of announce our return, sort of explain why we've been away for a while, some plans going forward and stuff like that. So hopefully it won't be too long, short and sweet, and then starting next week we will have some new content that we recorded quite some time ago that will be released to carry us through the end of this year, possibly the start of next year, as we gear up for anything and everything new that is coming. And there is some hints about what might be coming in the future behind us as well. So with me today I have my glamorous assistant.
That's nice. Yes. Hi, Elle. You'll probably remember, but yeah.
Yeah. So we're primarily going to be taking over the main run of the show now. So get used to looking at our faces and hearing our voices. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed, please.
Yes, hopefully. So I think it's probably on to discussing why we've been away for a while. So there's been a mix of reasons. Some of them great, some of them horrific, let's be honest.
As life normally tends to throw curveballs at you, some of them are nicer than others.
Yeah. So we'll get the doom and gloom out of the way. So the reason why we actually stopped quite so suddenly is because sadly my mother died a couple months ago at the age of 50, which was a bit of a hit, really.
Massive shock.
Yeah.
Pretty much out of the blue. She's been ill for quite a long time, but
there's a long story behind it, which we won't go into. But as you can imagine, obviously that really took the wind out of the sails.
Knocked us for six, definitely. So
sadly, we've had to be dealing with all of that. But that is, by the by now. It's happened. It's done. We are moving on as much as one can.
Yeah.
Now that's the sad thing. That's the bit that hit me in the heart a little bit. But there's been a couple of good things that have happened during that time period as well, which kind of meant your emotional state was like up here and down here all at the same time.
Complete roller coaster. Yeah.
So one thing is that I have now started a business with one of my friends. So I am now the director of my own business, which isn't Mead Gaming at the moment. Hopefully
Not yet.
Hopefully that will be the case at some point
fingers
in the
crossed.
future. So obviously I've been very busy working on that, and with everything going on, I kind of use that as an
outlet
to get stuff done and progress on there. So hopefully that will obviously turn out well, and I've learned quite a few things that will hopefully translate into stuff that I do for Mead as well. To cut a long story short, I'm actually basically just selling and marketing fiberglass products that are produced by my business partner. But I won't go into that because that's obviously not really relevant to our hobby space. But will hopefully provide me with some extra income and potentially some free time to do more hobby stuff.
Yeah, that's the hope.
That is the hope. So that's all good. And then there's one more bit of family-related news that's probably poignant to bring up at this point because it had an impact on.
It had a huge impact, I think.
What's been going on?
Definitely on our side of Mead.
Yeah, I mean, technically it's been ongoing for quite a while.
Yeah, it has.
But it is now coming up to the crunch point.
Yeah.
So I'll leave this bit of the announcement to you.
Okay. We're having a baby. So we are having a baby. We found out quite early on in the year, and it's early 2026 that the spawn will be appearing.
Little Horace, as he's already been dubbed.
Yeah, John and Joe have been calling the baby Little Horace, just because we don't want to disclose names and stuff until said child has been born, just in case, because doctors can get it wrong. And I think there was a point where we were going to announce it, and then just everything exploded, and we decided that it was probably best that was left private until we were back and more prepared. So, yeah, it's super exciting, super scary, but it's, I don't know, it's been a bit, certainly for me, it's been a bit weird keeping such a big secret like that when we have this sort of platform now.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's been necessarily an issue, but yeah, it is what it is. We can now announce that Mead Hall will effectively have a new member.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Whether they like it or not.
They probably won't feature anyway for a very long time.
No.
You know, but hopefully one day I will convince the offspring to join the hobby.
Yeah, that is the hope.
They don't have much choice, let's be honest.
Not really, no. We already bought one of the massive, like, chonky Space Marine plushies from Games Workshop. We went up for Mini of the Month. Mm-hmm. And it's currently sat in what will be the baby's nursery, so... Yeah. There's already that little bit of Warhammer being pushed there, so...
It's already begun.
It has begun, which is very exciting, so...
Yes. So yeah, that's sort of the crux and the reasons of our absence for a while, but we are back.
We are back.
We are planning quite a lot.
Yeah, we have a lot in the works.
Mostly me.
Yeah, but
I have lots of plans and lots of ambitions. How many of them will come to fruition sooner rather than later, I'm not quite sure yet. But
yeah,
we are now in a position to be able to do some stuff that we weren't able to a few months ago. So, because one thing I have been doing as a way to sort of mentally relax, I think, is I've been painting a lot.
Yes, he has been a very busy boy.
Yeah. So, I mean, this time last year I had about 10,000 points of Legions. This year I probably have painted nearly double that.
Yeah. And when we're playing games now, we are playing full 3k points.
Oh,
games.
Well, we're doing more than that because your army is now 3.5.
Oh yeah, it is, because I've had quite a few upgrades as well.
Yeah, so your army is up to 3.5. I've got 3 fully painted armies, and I am currently painting another 5, which could end up being another 9, depending on how it goes, because they're all linked. So yeah, that's becoming quite huge.
It'll be very interesting to see. How it all turns out.
I fully predict by the time we start recording some of the newer content, I will have another 3,500-4,000 points done.
Yep. That's a lot of plastic crack.
Which it does not include any of the Titans I've still got to do.
Oh
so if I do those as well.
No, I always forget about those because you store them away up there, and I always go, oh yeah, you've got that as well.
I've got projects I need to finish now. I'm saving my Titans for when I've got a little bit more time to relax.
That's true. Yeah.
So there's a lot coming in that department. So sort of to kick things off, I'll sort of mention that in terms of armies that will be featuring on the channel, because that's going to relate to a lot of the stuff that's going to be happening, we are going to have your Night Lords.
Yes.
Which are fully ready. You have enough to run a full army plus a bit extra, so you've got options.
Thanks to you, I do.
including some custom units.
I do have custom units.
One thing we have done in the meantime as well is we've started developing custom units and extra additions to the armies to make the game a little bit more fleshed out.
Yeah.
And we've also got custom rules for all these things as well, which I've written, and we've play tested quite a bit now. They seem to be working okay. We haven't had to rewrite much, to be honest.
No, other than like a few tweaks here and there, it's not really been very picky. We haven't had to pick at it, which is
not
good.
Too much.
No.
There has been some edits, but not many.
No.
So we've got Night Lords. I am actually going to be bringing I've got what we saw last year. 3 of those armies, I believe, are now going to be what I'm considering the Mead Hall House armies. So we've got the Invictorum Titans, which anyone can pick up and play with. We've got my Aetherion Auxilia, which again are going to be used for the sort of narrative purposes. They're going to be your chaff infantry for big storylines. And then we've also got my Night Household, which is House Dracarin, which is still my sort of like personal little army. but it's probably not going to be my main one because one, it's pretty much. I mean, it's well over 4,000 points now anyway, so I don't need to add more to it. Eventually, I will. But what I'm going to be mainlining for my factions is I'm going to be bringing a monumental faction to the table, which is going to be what I'm calling Chaos Ascended. So I'm going to be running the 4 key god-aligned Chaos Legions in the Emperor's Children, Thousand Sons, World Eaters, and Death Guard, all under the banner of the secret banner of Be'lakor and the Shadow Legion. In addition, I'm also developing all the demons to go alongside them as well. I've got a few special units already, like Noise Marines at 8mm scale for the Emperor's Children, which is quite cool. Again, all the rules have been designed as well for all these things. I've even got we've already implemented and started playing around with a psychic phase added to Legions, which is great fun for me.
It's not very fun for me. Reminds me of 40k, but it's okay.
Psychic is fun for me and most people. I think maybe.
It's not.
But it's an optional. It's an optional rule set. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. So that is one thing that will be coming out hopefully very soon. Is the Mead Wargaming Compendium, which is going to be a free set of or free document that includes all of the house rules, all of the rules that I've developed for all the custom units we've got. Hopefully I'll get in some nice pictures and stuff as well of all the cool units that I've managed to paint up and make and or download. And also a set of custom missions and mission rules and stuff like that, which we've also worked on and play tested a bit.
I think we've play tested all of our new missions and stuff.
Ones, yes.
So yeah,
I've still got to make a few tweaks to some of them, based on the feedback we had from play testing them.
Yeah, there are a couple that are either too hard or too easy.
Yeah,
so
they just need slight tweaks.
Yeah,
just the way that they're done.
Yeah.
But overall, they work quite well and they're quite thematic.
Yeah, they're very fun. So yeah,
I've got a few ideas for more to come, which I will do,
of course you do,
at some point in the nearest future when I find the time.
Yeah.
But the primary goal at the moment is to hammer out this large army before Christmas, New Year.
Yeah.
Especially as I already know I've got a few things to add at Christmas and New Year. So I kind of want to get everything ready so that in the new year I can put on the table this, Chaos Legion, which would be quite fun. In addition to that, we still obviously have Joe and John who will be joining us from time to time, hopefully quite regularly on the podcast. How much they get involved in the other side of things will be here and there.
Yeah.
When they do play games with us, though, we have got John's Dark Angels.
We do.
And we also have Joe's Dark Mechanicum Forces. But they're not quite in a state ready to be put on the table yet.
Not yet.
So, I mean, one of my tasks at some point will be to help certainly get some of those on the table, maybe.
Yeah. Because we want to see them. We want to see them on the channel.
We want to play them.
Yeah.
And I've played a couple of games with John already with his Dark Angels and a custom Lion for 8mm as well, which was very good fun with the custom Lion rules I've written as well.
Yeah, and I went up against 1v1 with my 8mm Comrade Kurz and his 8mm Lion, and I lost tragically. But it makes sense with the lore, so who cares?
There will be occasions when that will happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've had some good progress on that front, so we're quite happy with that.
Yes, we are very happy with that.
So we've got all of that to sort of
look forward
to. Now the context in which these things have come out is interesting. So we have got plans for the podcasts.
We do.
So the podcasts are going to shift once the current run is finished, so the end of season 3. Season 4 is going to take a slight shift. We are going to be looking at doing what I'm contemplating as the idea is something called like a White Dwarf battle report post-review kind of podcast.
Style, yeah, definitely.
So we'll have lots of pictures of the games that we play. You'll get lots of close-ups. We'll talk through how the game went out and what events happened. Yep. We're not going to go into like the tactical depth, so to speak. It's more like the narrative.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk through, how the battle went and what cool events happened, and you'll get hopefully lots of nice cool close-ups of some hopefully what I would consider nicely painted models.
Yeah.
I'm by no means a professional, but I think they're nice enough.
Yeah.
And at 8 mil you can get away with a lot.
You can get away with a lot more than you can at 40k. So
yes, so we will have that, and that will be the sort of primary podcast. So we'll be looking at that. We are going to be reigniting our streams again.
we are going to be live streaming again, which is very exciting.
Which will be much more viable now because, as we've already mentioned, you're now going to be having a baby.
Yes.
Which means you are now officially on maternity leave.
I am on maternity leave. I've been on maternity leave this week, and will be until the foreseeable future, more or less.
So what will happen now is obviously you've effectively now got potentially some free time that we can rely on.
Fingers crossed.
Obviously there will be occasions where we might have to stop and start, but we now know that we can book in
We definitely can, yeah.
an evening to do something. So what that means is we can actually do streams regularly, whereas beforehand it was very difficult with everyone's schedules. Now that's not so much of a problem. So regular streaming will be occurring, and that will primarily be me at the painting desk building or painting something, and you sort of operating the chat, and we'll just be chatting away, doing quizzes and lore and all sorts of fun.
I will be doing some yapping, that's for sure.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll be something that will be of interest to some of you out there, and we very much encourage and would like you to participate and chat to us live.
Yeah.
That's what we would like to see, and you'll get an insight into how I paint things as well. So you get to see how I cheat. So other than that, we have the only other major plan I want to do is I do want to do a how to play set of videos for Legions.
We do.
To sort of discuss how you play the game and teach people how to play it in a nice cinematic way.
Absolutely, yeah.
Especially Games Workshop themselves haven't done like a how to play video for Legions.
No, they haven't.
So it'd be quite nice to actually have something like that.
Yeah.
So if you get introduced to our channel and you want to know how the game is actually played, we will have a set of videos for that.
Yep.
And the goal will be to have them as short form videos broken down into the different sections, so you can just go to the section you need to learn the rules. And at some point this year, what will also happen is that I would like to do a second version of those videos that discusses how to play that game, or how to play the game using our changes to the rule system as well.
Yeah, like using our new rules and our new missions and stuff, and any new phases that we've created.
Yeah. So essentially, there will be two versions of the how to play. There will be the how to play rules as written, and there'll be how to play Mead style.
Yeah. Which is more fun.
There's a reason we do it.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll agree. And with all of these things, obviously, we will be very keen to have feedback.
Yes, of course. We always appreciate feedback.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, and going back to a previous point as well, the rules that we will be implementing as our house rules will all be made available at some point, so that you guys can try them out for yourselves and give us some feedback what you think works and what doesn't.
Yep.
Whether we implement those or not, it depends. I mean, if your ideas are better than what I've come up with, then absolutely. But
yeah,
they are the rules for us to play with. So you might not necessarily want to copy exactly what I've done, but you might use that as inspiration for how to modify your own games to suit your particular playstyle and your particular group.
Yeah, absolutely.
And obviously, if you want to just use our rules straight out of the gate, then please do.
They're there. They're free. Why not?
They are mostly all written up and ready to go. To be fair,
they are. Yeah. I think there's just a couple of tweaks that need to be made.
I've just got to fix all the mission rules and stuff like that and put those together. But yeah, and it will be an ongoing document as well. I've mainly focused on rules that relate to units and models that we have or intend to have. So there are certain things I haven't touched on yet, but I will do as time goes on, especially if there's more interest and people, show that they want to see my version of these different rules. For example, as far as like Legion rules for the different Space Marine Legions, I am creating my own ones because the ones that are in the core rules, some are great, some are really not, and are very wild in how effective they are.
It's quite strange because a couple of them are really strong, and then a couple of them it's just like, oh, okay, so that basically does nothing.
Yeah, basically. So I've started rewriting them. Obviously, I've only actually done so far the 6 legions that we currently are playing.
Yeah.
My 4, so the 4 Chaos Aligned.
And then my Night Lords and
Night
John's Dark Angels.
Yeah, although I will admit, actually, the Dark Angels one isn't finished because I'm struggling with that one a little bit. I'm getting there. I'm conversing with John on that.
A couple more in-person games, and you might be able to figure that one out a little bit more.
That's less to do with the rule and more to do with the theme. That's a whole other topic I won't go into in this. So yeah, that is effectively everything I believe that we wanted to speak about.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So we have a rough plan. We have a limited series of training videos, if you like, tutorials that will hopefully be coming out next year. We have a new podcast format. We have the return of the streams, and maybe more. We don't know. It depends how things go. What the demand is like. Eventually, I would love to do proper battle reports, but that is an investment in time that we don't currently have yet.
But I think that is our main goal, is to get to that point where we can do like a full-scale battle report for you guys. But right now, with where we are, it's not.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of skills that need to be learned.
Yeah.
By both of us really.
Yeah.
Before that's even really going to be viable. And you know.
But Jamie and I will be taking the brunt of the responsibility on the channel. So John and Joe will make appearances, and we will encourage them to be involved as much as possible. But with the current situation that we find ourselves in, it's just much more convenient for the two of us to sort of team up and keep the channel going. And it's really important, especially me personally, to thank everybody for this, like keeping subscribed and rewatching the videos and stuff, because it's been really weird not like recording once a week and then having that come out for you, and like keeping updates on the channel and on the socials and stuff. So I'm definitely excited about getting back into it, and I know Jamie is very excited as well. So.
Yeah, I've got a lot to show off.
He's just waiting for everybody to see his new units. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's one thing. But you know, there's a lot of potential.
Yeah.
That I think we have yet to tap into, and I'm very keen to see what we can do together as a team.
Absolutely.
So yes, that is it from us really here. So I think it's time to close out. So thank you very much everyone for your time, your patience, and hopefully we'll see you all again in the new year with lots of new content. I have been your host here, Jay at Mead Gaming, and I've been joined by
his now co-host, Elle, and we hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and we are very excited for the future of Mead.
See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.